Today, Precarious plays
1080 Snowboarding. Alright, here we go. I'm going to try one time live to do an expert match race. I'm not going to make it to the bottom, but I am honor bound to try. Here we go. Gonna try with Dion.
Alright, man.
Because that's how I got through hard mode. Here we go.
So do you feel like Dion is just kind of objectively better or just faster?
He is best suited to beating other racers, I would say. Now, one thing that I noticed, so there are only 4 main racers available. There are a few like hidden, kind of like partial racers. I think that they're sort of interesting, sort of texture swaps, really. They're not proper, like, additional characters, really.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I thought that picking Dion would keep him out of rotation as a
competitor?
yes, and that is not the case. Eventually, what?
You can race against Dion as Dion?
Yeah, a palette swap shows up,
Oh.
and it makes sense because I thought that they had like a couple characters that had similar stats, like the person that I'm racing right now and Rob Haywood are similar, and I thought that so you could have like a roughly fair match, right, in multiplayer. But no, I think that if you want that experience, you just have to use the palette swaps. Okay, wait a second. Am I misremembering the controls? Whenever you're about to land, you hit the tuck button, right?
Yeah, it's like the trigger.
Yeah.
I mean, usually, yeah, but you also have to make sure that your weight is angled right. So it's a combination of the tuck button and where the stick is in relation to the ground. Because the stick is like you. You are the stick. Which, usually when I'm doing bad, it's because I'm leaning forward on the stick, like it's gonna make me go faster.
Yeah.
Which it does not. Gravity does that, and tucking helps reduce the wind resistance to make you go faster. I think that one of the things that I really admire about this game is the control scheme being how it is. It feels very intuitive to what it's like, what I imagine it's like to snowboard, because you're thinking about, those physics, those aspects of your body plus the board plus time and space equals
Motion.
Motion. Not biting it or biting it. Snow in the face, front-facing snow angels, etc. Man, I don't think this... I know I've done all of them, but I don't like this one because of the visibility, or lack thereof.
I have oh wait, no, that is Rob. I thought I was racing against the guy that wears like the beanie.
Oh yeah. I don't remember anybody's names. I don't even remember my favorite's name. So
I remember Ricky Winterborn.
that is his name. That's so cute.
Oh, Dion, my man, you are a brick down the slope.
Yeah, I'm noticing, like, he kind of sits a lot more backwards on his board. Like, his center of gravity is way different, and he has to keep his knees almost completely bent.
And you know what I think it might be? I think it might be because he's so much taller than everyone else. I feel like they might
have needed to make sure that was happening so he didn't, like, clip his forehead on something.
Boy, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat the very first race. I can't tell if... See, at the start of this, I thought, like, okay, so what's actually more difficult, it's the repetition. You have to do additional courses, right? In the same live system.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm actually starting to think that they might give some kind of bonus to the racing ability of your opponents.
I mean, they might. It started to feel like that, but I'm always like, I don't know. Usually when I get competitive and I know that I don't have the time or really care to get good at a particular aspect of the game, I'm always trying to blame the controller and you know, this is stacked against me, etc.
Well, oftentimes it is.
Yeah, in this case, it seems like it.
That's the truth. The more that you learn about game design, oftentimes, like, the worse games feel to play.
Yeah, because you can see, like, they tweaked that so it would be unnecessarily harder.
Oh, man. Wow.
Oh, you know, one thing that I did notice while I was playing this.
Yeah.
So we're playing it on the Wii U gamepad. We're using the gamepad as a controller.
Yeah.
And I do not like the stick on the gamepad for this. And it made me really, really want to go back and
play it on an N64
and
controller?
play it on a real N64, because playing Star Fox 64, I still don't think I've beaten Star Fox 64, but I've gotten pretty far in it, and it's one of those games where you just kind of run it from the top every time.
Yeah, you haven't. That's an arcade style thing that I don't think that you're super familiar with.
No, not at all. It's the only game like that I can think of that I've played. Maybe Mega Race. Maybe Mega Race is a little like that, and I don't know. That just doesn't feel like a full entrant in this category, you know?
What the hell? Why, game? Okay.
Like, what did you trip on?
I don't know.
A snowflake?
See, my fear, if I can interrupt for a second.
Yeah.
My fear is that there's some
Ooh, yes.
uncool rubber banding that they're doing.
Yeah.
And there's just no way for me to trust it. There's no way for me to know. So, sorry, what were you saying?
I was saying that... Shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying that while I was trying to be more precise with my movements, I realized that I was terribly missing a softer control stick or a taller control stick. And I was like, oh, the N64. Oh, that's what this game came out on. So you would have been able to be extremely granular with how you moved the stick. And it's funny because I don't really think about it because, I mean, let's be honest, I go pretty ham with control schemes and I'm not very precise. But whenever I started to be precise, I realized that, you have to tilt the stick a lot to get it to make any, to get it into the zone where it activates. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm not used to caring about this hardware specifications as much.
Yeah.
So I'm not... I know that there are probably terms for this type of thing that I'm not actually using.
Yeah.
But the N64 controller has a taller stick, and when you move it, it moves, period. There's no dead spot in the middle. What? There's no dead spot in the middle that has you sort of stuck and, really over controlling. So part of my over controlling is the fact that we're playing on a Wii U gamepad, and it makes it a little bit harder to have more finesse with what you're doing. And like the ability to finesse that stick, it's like the whole game. I mean, yes, you crouch and whatever, but it really feels like most of the game.
What?
Yeah, you have to start over.
No. Why?
I don't know. That's how the contests are too. Which that is the competitive bit of it that I played and practiced on.
I just wanted to restart the map because I knew that I was gonna lose. Okay, we're not even gonna get out of like the first 2 races on this difficulty. I don't have the patience, or I think that I could play this for a long time. Like a long real world amount of time.
Yeah.
Like I could practice this with the time that I have to put into this for weeks and not accumulate enough skill to do this because I don't have the combination of time and drive.
Yeah. Well, this is the first game in a long time that has made me wish for like a slightly more sensitive control stick, you know?
I mean, I think it's funny, but there are various like high-end controllers that I think are available for like the Xbox Super Double Fancy Edition.
Yeah.
Where you can like purchase a taller stick for a better play experience.
I remember that. I remember that being a thing, and I remember scoffing at it because I was like, oh boy, these people are taking it very seriously.
Well, so I love the concept, but it should not be a like a modular controller like that should not be a premium experience.
Yeah, there are a lot of things like that.
Just being able to swap out for a taller stick. Yeah, I feel like for the price that you pay for like the main body of the controller, you should get the controller and you should get a little pack of parts that comes with it, and you can swap out various components.
I mean, they do that with earbuds. Like, you get all of the little ear doodads to fit your ears every time.
Yeah, because I mean, if they designed it with it in mind, like as it being like a modular system from the start, the individual stick components, it's got to be like a fraction of a cent by the time they're done with it. So
absolutely.
They should do that. Well, I don't know, because that went so badly, I might try to warm up a little bit more over the course of this session and give that another go at the end.
Yeah.
But man, I'm sort of cheesed off a little bit.
Well, it's the hardest thing in the game to do. And it was the second thing you decided to do today. I don't know if that's completely a fair test.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if I have. Like, it was pretty fraught getting to the end of hard mode. Whenever I wasn't recording, I don't think that I have. I think even if we were to set in total silence, I still don't know if I can do it.
Well,
today, like, I don't know if I think it might be the kind of thing where like I would want to record individual runs on my own time and then be like, and here's the one after many, many hours of playing where I actually got it.